Is now the best time to sell your house? Stick around. That's what we're talking about today on the Central Carolina Realty Podcast. Hey, everybody, welcome back to the Central Carolina Realty Podcast. I'm your host, Jay White, and I am happy to see you here on a rainy Monday, but it's springtime, and those showers will bring us some flowers, right? So we're happy to have the rain. It's been pretty dry. Today, we're talking about the question, is now a good time to sell your house? And so we're going to get to that, and I'll give you 5 reasons why the answer is what the answer is. But before that, just a little bit about the podcast and what we're doing. If you've been watching it before, it was one way, and that's going to be a little bit different now. We're going to try to do every Monday, so bring you some Monday market updates and maybe some local news too. So we're going to talk a little bit about housing, and today we've got the question of the timing. Is now the right time to sell your house? We have a little bit about where politics and housing are colliding in Raleigh with some state legislation, and then an update on a couple of open houses we've got coming up later this week that you won't want to miss. So into it now. The question is now the right time to sell your house? And the shortcut to the answer is yes, but I'm going to give you 5 reasons why now is a good time to sell your house. Number one, interest rates are off of their highs, right? So they're not coming way down, but they quit going up. So the interest rates are getting a little better. And what does that mean for you if you're selling your home? That means you got more buyers back in the market, and they're coming at you with stronger offers. So a little easing up on the interest rates, that's good for you if it's time to sell your house. Reason number 2, now this is an interesting stat here. 90% of renters say that they'd rather be owners, and they're shopping. So there's a huge market of renters that are looking to buy homes right now because they're tired of renting. So renters are getting back into the market. 90%, that's almost all of the renters say they'd rather be owners. So we're going to see them back in the market. Good for you. More people looking to buy your home. Reason number 3 here, inventory is still at 4.5 months inventory. Now, if you don't know this, the way we keep track of inventory in real estate is we count it in months of inventory. How much stuff, if nothing new hit the market, how long would it take to sell what's out there? Right now, it's about 4.5 months. When it's about 6 months, we call that a balanced market. That means it's good for buyers or sellers about the same. So if it's less than 6 months, a little better for sellers. And at 4.5 months, that puts us well into a seller's market. So with inventory at 4.5 months, that means there's more buyers looking than there is stuff to look at. So that's good for you if you're selling the house. Reason number 4, about a third of the current listings are getting multiple offers again. Now, we did this a lot back in the early, like 2020, 21, 22. You put the property out there, you have 4 or 5 offers, so you get the best offers to pick from, and that's good for you, the seller. So we're seeing a little bit of a return of multiple offers right now on listings that are out there. Reason number 5, spring buyers are motivated to move before school starts back up. So the spring shoppers, they're looking to buy. They're ready to go. They don't want to drag it out. They want to get this thing bought. They want to get it closed. So the spring buyers are more motivated. So that's 5 reasons why it's a good time to sell your house. Remember, interest rates are easing up. Renters, they're looking to get out of that rent and they want to go buy. Inventory, still low enough to be a seller's market. Multiple offers are coming back. And spring buyers are motivated buyers. They want to get done before school starts back up in the fall. So they're out there right now. So if you've been on the fence about listing now, let's get off the fence. Give us a call here at Central Carolina Realty and let's get your house on the market, right? Go to centralcarolinarealty.com or give us a call. The second section that I had on today was about the politics of housing, right? We talked about this a little bit a couple of weeks ago. There is some legislation out there in front of our state legislators. That's called House Bill 765. Maybe you've heard of it. And this bill has some of the components have been taken out since we last talked, so it's gotten a little less impactful on the local municipalities. But they're still working on it. And this bill, and we could do an hour. It's a long bill. It's got a lot of components, and so without getting into a lot of detail, what it does is let's see, how would I say this? It helps streamline the process of building a house or developing neighborhoods so that builders can build more houses. And as we know in the market, if you got more houses, pricing comes down, right? So it's the intent of the bill is to help communities develop more affordable housing options, not necessarily what you call affordable housing or subsidized housing. It's not about that. It's about helping the open market have more options and better pricing on houses. So reach out to your legislators if you're here in North Carolina and let them know that, hey, we support House Bill 765. They hear a lot about the opposition. It's good for us that support it to get out and let them know. I will include a link to our local legislators in the description of the video here, or if we're on Facebook in the comments down there, so that you will know who to reach out to express your support for better housing options for our communities. That was the second thing. And the last thing I want to tell you about today is we've got a couple open houses coming up this week, and you don't want to miss them. So Thursday, right here in downtown Statesville, it's 1506 7th Street. This is a new construction, and we are having an open house there from 11:30 until 1:30. That's this coming Thursday. And I'm looking forward to showing off the new construction over there. And there should be snacks. Just saying, if you're out there about that time of day and looking for a snack, 1506 7th Street. Again, I'll put a little link down there with some more information about that. And then Saturday, this coming Saturday from 11 to 1 out at 501 Chestnut Grove Road. That's out near East Middle School. If you know where East Middle is, it's the road it's sitting on. And so we're just down the street from East Middle out there on Chestnut Grove Road in the beautiful Cool Spring area. Great place out there. It's East Iredell, beautiful, big lot, nice house. And I'll put a link to that too below so you can find out a little bit more information. Okay, so thanks for spending a few minutes with me here on a rainy Monday, and I will look forward to seeing you next Monday. And until then, just remember, here at Central Iowa Realty, it's all about you. And if you're ready to sell or buy, let's just get started. Go to centraliowarealty.com and we will see you real soon.